welcome back to my channel, Angel for Beauty. Thank you guys so much for supporting and watching. If you are new to my channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And even the ones who aren't, make sure you like and comment. So today I'm going to be doing a braid out on my natural hair. As you can see, my hair is washed. I dried it and I just blowed it out. I like to do my braid outs on dry hair. If you want to try damp hair, you can do that. It may work well for you, but for me, I just found that on dry hair it works better. So I have just some scrunchies and a rubber band, like to just separate my hair, and I have a comb and a brush, well, a Denman brush. I love these. If you don't have one of these to detangle your hair and you have natural hair, girl, you're gonna have to get with it. But I have those, and then I'm gonna use this African Pride, this right here, Bouncy Curl Pudding. I'm gonna use this. You can actually use this for wash and goes as well as twist outs and stuff like that. Now I have not done a wash and go yet, so I may need to do that video eventually. But that's what I'm gonna be using today, and a little bit of water. I don't know what I did with my spray bottle, so I just got a little bit of water right here. I just gotta use what I got. So, all right. I think I want to start in the back. So I'm just gonna section my hair into two, and then start in the back and work my way up. So let me just, so what I'm doing now is I'm just parting my hair with my hand and separating the front and the back. So I know it's not going to be complete. The part is not going to be even. I mean, that doesn't matter. It's just so that I have this hair out of my way so that I can start my braids. Now my hair is really thick, so I'm going to do smaller braids. And so if your hair is thin, then you may want to do thicker braids, depending on how you want your braid out to turn out. So let's see. I'm gonna start back here, and I'm gonna part a section, and I may need another clip. So actually I have this much of a section, but I'm actually gonna part this in half. So I'm gonna use about this much. So put this in here. All right, so I'm gonna take a section, and so I want to go ahead and, now I already have oil on my hair. I use Dew Grow oil on my hair, and sometimes I use argan oil. I already have oil on my hair, so I don't have to worry about that. My hair gets really dry, so I try to make sure I keep it moisturized. You do want to make sure that you put a little bit of oil in your hair. Like I said, it's freshly washed. You want to do all of those things so that you can make sure your braid out turns out like beautiful. And so I'm going to use a little bit of water. I have my section, and I wish I had my spray bottle because that would be so much better, but oh well. So you're going to put a little water on that section, and gonna get some of the curl pudding and put that on the strand. Use as much as you feel you need to use, depending on the thickness of your hair. I use a pretty good amount. So then I'm gonna take my Denman brush and I'm gonna just detangle my hair a little bit, because you want to make sure your hair is all the way detangled to make sure you have the definition that you want in your curls or your waves when it comes out. So I'm just making sure the strand is detangled. All right, and then I'm gonna put a little bit more. You want to make sure your hair doesn't dry up, because that's gonna create frizz. All right, so once I get my section covered, I'm gonna go ahead and start my braid. I want to make sure I have equal pieces, and I want to take my time, because that's how you're gonna have like some good definition, if you take your time and do it and you don't rush it. Same thing with taking your hair out. All right, and I want to do the roots kind of tight. I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm trying to show you me braiding it. And throughout, if you need to add some product, you can, because you don't want it to be dry. So if it feels like it's drying out as you're braiding, then go ahead and add some more product. All right, so when you get almost down to the bottom, like here, I'm gonna take a little bit of the product, put it on there, and you're just gonna twist it and coil it with your finger, just like that. And you have your braid. And so I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I'm going to add my water. And I'm going to add some product. And after I add my product, again, I'm going to detangle the section. And then I'm going to start off my braid. You just want to take your time, braid it. And then when you get almost to the end, we're gonna coil it. Put some product and coil it. Now, It's late and I'm tired, but I'm gonna still try to take my time, and I'm gonna hope that this braid out still turns out beautiful. Call that and see there, you got 2 braids. Yes. All right, and so you guys see the process, so I'm just gonna speed up the rest and do my entire head. Finished the back. I still have to do like the middle and the top, but I wanted to show you guys how I'm gonna part the top. I want to do like a side part this time, so I think I want to part my hair maybe kind of like, let's see. So I want like more hair to be on the right side. So I'm just trying to part it how I'm gonna want it. And if you have thick hair, the struggle. All right, so and if you see me looking down and all that stuff, it's because I'm looking at my mirror. So I'm trying to get my part somewhat straight. So this is cool. I'm gonna tie up the other side. And I'm gonna go ahead and start braiding this side. I'm gonna start with this piece up here and then break this up, and then I'm gonna do the other pieces until I'm done with my entire head. entire head, and this is how it looks. And if you guys heard my fan earlier, it was super loud, so I apologize about that. But so I'm gonna go ahead and go to sleep, and I usually leave my braid in to dry for about like 10 to 12 hours. I may do a couple more hours than that, but like probably like 12 hours, 12 to 14 hours. It just depends. I'm gonna let it dry. You want to make sure it dries completely before you start taking it down. That's very important because otherwise it's just a complete mess. So in the morning, I'm gonna, well, whenever I get up, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the takedown and how I separate my pieces and bring it all together. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Hello, what's happening? What's up? It's the next day and my hair is completely dry. I let my hair dry for about 12 hours, and so it's completely dry. Yes, and so today I'm going to be showing you guys the takedown process. I'm going to be using some oil, and this is the Dupe-Roll oil I was talking about that I use, and I'm going to use a pick also after I pull and separate my hair to just kind of fluff it out and make it fuller. And so I like to start with putting some oil on my finger as I'm taking the braids down. So you want to take your time. I'll kind of put it all over the braid, but you want to just take your time. You don't have to rush taking it out because you want the definition to stay in there. And so you just want to kind of take it out backwards, like the same way you braided it, but just backwards. And so after I get the twisted part on the end, and then I will start just going backwards. Hopefully you can see what I'm talking about. So I just go backwards like this, kind of let it just separate on its own as you take it out. That way you'll have less frizz. If you take your time and take it out, if you just take it out really fast, then it'll be really frizzy and it just won't come out how you want it to come out. So just take your time. Give yourself enough time to take it out. It doesn't matter what type of oil you use, that's your preference. And also, as you can see, you'll see how it turns out with the part that I did. I did a twist out, was actually my first video, and I did a middle part for that one. And it was cute. So this time I wanted to try a side part. And I usually like to do the side part where there's more hair on the right. So I'm almost done with this piece, and like I said, I'm just taking the braid out slowly. And it's a little difficult when I get to the root because I did the root tight. So I'm like, oh no. They act like it don't want to come out, but no, it's coming out though. There we go. And so that's one, if you can see. Yes, so you just want to take East Peach out. Peach. You want to take I can't talk today. You want to take each piece out the same way. And then you don't have to worry about separating until you're done. You just want to take your time and go piece by piece. And so I'm just going to finish separating the rest of my braids. So I went ahead and took out all of the braids. And now I'm just going to start separating them. I'm going to separate them, and then I'm going to use my pick after that to just give myself some volume, and then that will be it. So I'm just going to show you guys how I just take a piece and I separate that piece like that. And I'm just going to kind of go all over and separate. I'll show you a piece up here so you can see. I'm just going to take this and separate these two like that. Separate. And so I'm just going to separate all over my head, and like I said, pick it out and then do my edges. And then I will show you guys the end result when I come back. Alright, and so this is the finished look. Let me see. I'll let you see the back. Yes. Giving me life. This is so pretty. I may definitely have to do braid outs more often, but I feel like it turned out really pretty. And so, like I said in the beginning, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will keep bringing you guys content. And thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you next time for my next video. Bye.